Good morning, guys. It's Madison with Old 98 Destin. I'm here today in Destin, Florida, over at Crystal Beach, and I'm going to take you guys on a beach walk this morning. If you have any questions about visiting the area, feel free to drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to answer it for you. All right, let's just get into the beach walk. Do I go to Rosemary Beach? I'll probably go to Rosemary Beach. I probably actually am hoping to go to Rosemary Beach sometime this week. So if I do go, I will try to film a beach walk because I do have to go for something else for work. So hopefully I will actually be going pretty soon. Any updates on the flags? They are still double red flags, although I think that they just haven't changed them yet. It doesn't look like it'll be a double red flag today. It might just be too early and they haven't updated them yet. So check in again around like noon. They usually change them. Water temperature is in the upper 80s, so somewhere around like 86, 87, 89, 88, that range. Questions about bacteria in the water. So I'm actually working on coming up with a blog for you guys. It's going to answer all your questions, so just hang tight. I'm going to get all the stats and everything and compile it all for you. So that should be coming out within the next few days for sure. So just wait for that, and that'll hopefully give you all your answers or anything. But if you're really wondering right now, I recommend checking out what the DOH has to say about it, or talking to your doctor if you have a low immune system or open wound or anything like that. Can you have dogs on the beach? So you can't over in Okaloosa County, which is where we are now, but you can have them in South Walton County or like Walton County if you have a permit. But service dogs are always allowed. But if you just have like a regular dog that's not a service dog, it needs a permit over in South Walton. Flag status is still double red this morning, although I don't know if they've changed it yet, so they might update it within the next few hours. What's the clarity of the water? So I'm trying not to get too close because there still is a double red flag. But I don't know if you can tell, but the water is pretty clear still. Why are there double red flags? They put up a double red flag when there's a strong rip current and really rough waves and everything. So there was a double red flag yesterday and they just haven't changed it yet, I'm guessing. But it might still be one today. But it is pretty early and they don't usually change them quite this early. So that might just be left over from yesterday. But as of now, there's still a double red flag. More questions about bacteria, and I just want to let you guys know that I am working on writing a blog for you guys. It's going to answer all these questions, and I will post it within like the next day or two. So just hang tight, and I'll try to get all of my information put together in one place, and you can easily access it. So just hold on and wait for that. But if you are super concerned at this moment, I'd recommend talking to a health professional. So talk to your doctor, or look up what the DOH has to say about the water clarity. The risks do depend on the person. If you have an open wound, if you have a lower immune system, if you're older, if you're super young, it's going to be different than me, obviously. So lots of people are swimming, obviously not with double red flags, but before the double red flags, everyone was in the water. I went out on the boat out to Crab Island like last week, and it was really fun, and I went swimming with my head underwater and everything. So, but obviously not everyone's the same. Everyone has a different body and immune system. So if you're really concerned, I would talk to your doctor. But I am putting together a blog that's going to answer a lot of your questions in the next few days. But I have no problem putting my feet in the water and everything right now. I wouldn't go swimming right now because of the double red flags, but I would if there wasn't. Shells, there's not very many shells on the beach at the moment. How do we see my blog? So I haven't finished it yet. I'm working on it now, so it'll be out within the next few days, and I will post it on this page when it's finished. But I'm gonna look up what the DOH has to say about the bacteria levels in the area and look up the facts for how many people are actually affected versus how many people go in the water, tell you what the actual risks are. Hopefully it'll give you a better idea. A lot of it has really been hyped up by the media, so I want to give you guys an accurate picture for what the risks actually are. But also, if you're wondering about this bacteria, it can be found in pretty much any body of water. It's not limited to Destin or the Gulf of Mexico. They found it in beaches all across the country, like over in Maryland. It's found in pools, it's found in hot tubs, rivers, lakes, any body of water really. So keep that in mind, that it's really not just the Gulf of Mexico. So yeah, sorry for that little tangent. How long do I think that the double red flags will be up? I think they'll probably be down within the next day or two. I wouldn't be surprised if they came down this afternoon. The water doesn't look nearly as bad as it has the past couple days. It might just be a single red flag for the rest of the day, but the water seems to be calming down a lot in comparison to how it's been over the weekend and everything. So it's definitely like calming down pretty quickly. I get in with another bacteria question. I want to let you know that I am working on creating a blog that's going to answer all your questions. For now, I would recommend talking to a doctor or a health professional if you are worried and need an answer within the next few minutes. I would recommend calling your doctor. But I'm working on coming up with a blog with all the stats and everything for you. I will let you know that I have no problem going in the water. I put my head underwater. I've gone swimming a lot within the past month, and I've been totally fine. I do have a cut or like a burn on my leg right now, so I am not like actually swimming since that happened. But before I got an open wound, I was swimming and going underwater, spending all day out in the Gulf, and it was totally fine. But because I have an open wound at the moment, I am not swimming, and that's just like what you should usually do. If you have an open wound, you shouldn't go in the water, because this bacteria that people are talking about can be found in any body of water. It can be found in pools, hot tubs, rivers, lakes, all over the place. So I wouldn't go in any body of water with a huge open wound. So I will get together a blog for you guys, and it will be out within the next few days. So just stay tuned, and hopefully it will answer all your questions. But it has been hyped up by the media a lot more than I think. It's just a lot of people are scared, but for the amount of people that actually go in the water and the amount of people who've been affected, it really has a lot to do with how you treat your wounds. Yeah, so that's sorry. I have been walking the beaches every day for how long now? So I've been doing digital marketing for Old 98 for about a year now. So every day for about a year, except for weekends. I usually don't film on weekends. Can you swim? There's still a double red flag up this morning, so the water is still closed to the public, and that's due to rip currents. If you want to see the Crab Island video, I posted it on the 4th of July, so just go back and watch it. It's on our Facebook page. It's also on our YouTube channel. How long will the double red flag last? I'm thinking it might change by this afternoon. The waves look so much calmer than they have in the past few days. So hopefully this afternoon it will go down, but I would double check then and see if they do actually change it. But I think maybe they haven't even updated the flags yet this morning since it is so early. So I would just check back in a few hours. You can see the flags from our beach cams, our stationary beach cams. So you can go to old98destin.com /beach-cams, and you can watch our cams from all over the area, and you can like change the camera position yourself so you can see what the flags are. How's the fishing? Well, I will tell you that Destin is known as the world's luckiest fishing village, so pretty good, although I don't fish myself. It's got a pretty good reputation. If you're interested in coming and fishing, I recommend coming in October when there's the fishing rodeo in town, so check that out. It's a really fun month for fishing. Are the double red flags because of the storm in Louisiana? Yeah, I think we're just getting like the tail end of the storm. We didn't get any like rain or anything over the weekend, but we did get a little bit of some rough waters as a result from the hurricane over in Louisiana. Do I post live every morning for a morning walk? I try to. If the weather is really bad, then I might do it a little later in the day. But yeah, I try to do it every morning. And I try to do another one. Again, this is all dependent on weather because the weather can be a little crazy and spontaneous here in Destin. But I try to do 2 a day. And a lot of it just depends on my workload and then also the weather. What?
So that's a handy little gadget.
Yeah, it keeps camera stable. What time do I usually post the walks? I try to go on my way to work, so usually around 7 a.m. I post them maybe a little before 7 or a little after 7, but around 7 a.m. And then the second walk is really dependent on the weather, and like my schedule for the day. So there will usually be a walk consistently every day at 7 a.m. and the second walk may or may not happen, and that's just like dependent on when I have a lull in my schedule for the day, or if I'm filming a home tour over in one of the vacation homes, then I might just pop over to the beach if I'm over like a 30A or something. So that one's not that consistent timing wise, but I'll at least do one, or at least try to do one every day at 7 a.m. Unless I go to the gym, and it might go out at like 8:30. Another question about bacteria. I just want to let you know that the water isn't safe to go in, but that's not because of bacteria. It's because there's the double red flag. So if you're like, oh, beaches are closed, it's not because of bacteria. It's because of the riptide conditions. But if you're wondering about bacteria, I am putting together a blog, and it will go out within the next few days, and it's going to answer all your questions. But yeah, if you're really wondering if you personally can go in the water, I would just recommend talking to your doctor. But this bacteria is found in lakes, rivers, pools, hot tubs, really any body of water. So it's not that much of more, like, it's not exclusive to the Gulf of Mexico and our beaches. So if you're concerned about bacteria, you should be concerned about bacteria in any body of water. What are the flags today? They are still double red flags, but I'm thinking they'll change it pretty soon, so stay tuned. Are the flags changing today? They reevaluate the flags pretty often, so I would just stay posted. Keep checking throughout the day. They probably will update them. But if you're wondering about where you can see easy flag updates, I would check out it's like Destin Beach Safety on Facebook. They post the flag status for the day every day. But you can also follow, or you can also go to our website, old98destin.com. And you can watch our beach camps on there. So for crab trap, for sure, I know that if you go to the crab trap in Destin, Florida on that beach camp, and you change the position to picnic area, you'll be able to see the flag perfectly. So if you're ever wondering what the flag is, I would do that. guys, so that's all for this morning. I hope you enjoyed watching this beach walk. Don't forget to check out old98destin.com and look at the beach cams on there if you want to see flag updates throughout the day. And I will see you guys again later. Bye!